Dear child, tomorrow, 3 men will come to your house. They are not just any men, they have an important reason for being there. These men are sent by God to give you a message and to ask you for something significant. This meeting is not random or a coincidence. It is part of God's perfect plan for your life. Jesus Christ has arranged for these men to enter your life for a reason that will soon become clear. Their arrival is meaningful and should not be ignored. You might be wondering who these 3 men are and what they will ask of you. What Jesus is about to reveal to you is something deep and important. It is a calling and a moment that could change the direction of your life. Before tomorrow morning, it is important for you to open your heart to this message. You need to prepare yourself spiritually and understand how significant this event is. God often uses both ordinary people and special individuals to fulfill His purposes on earth. Sometimes, the people He sends into our lives hold the key to unlocking the blessings we've been waiting for. Other times, they challenge us to rise to the occasion and take on a higher calling. The 3 men who will come to your house tomorrow represent a powerful connection between heaven and earth. Jesus has a plan, and these men are part of it. This visit is not just about the men themselves. It is about you, your faith, your willingness to trust in God's perfect timing, and your openness to the extraordinary work that Jesus is doing in your life. You should not ignore this message. Read carefully to understand what is about to happen. In the Bible, the number 3 has a special meaning. It is often associated with divine completeness, resurrection, and spiritual transformation. Many important moments in the Bible involve 3 individuals or 3 events that mark a turning point in someone's life or in God's plan. For example, think of the 3 wise men who followed the star to Bethlehem to find the newborn king. They were not random visitors. They were guided by God to witness the birth of Christ and to offer gifts that showed His purpose. Another example is Abraham, who encountered 3 mysterious men in Genesis 18, 1-15. These men came to Abraham's tent to deliver a message from God. This message changed the lives of Abraham and Sarah forever. They were told that the long-awaited promise of a son would soon be fulfilled. Their visit was a moment of divine revelation and a turning point for Abraham and Sarah, who had been waiting in faith for many years. Just as those 3 men came to Abraham with a message from God, the 3 men arriving at your house tomorrow will bring something important. It could be a message, a challenge, an opportunity, or an invitation. One thing is certain: they are coming because God has sent them, and their visit has been timed perfectly by Him. You may ask why they are coming to you. Why you? What is it that these men will ask of you? When God sends someone into your life, He is often asking for your heart, your obedience, and your faith. These 3 men will come not only to give you something, but also to ask something from you. What they ask might challenge you or test your faith. But remember, Jesus never asks for anything without a purpose. He knows every detail, and He knows that what they ask will be for your good and for the glory of His kingdom. There are 3 possible things they might ask of you. based on biblical themes of such encounters. First, they may ask for your trust. Sometimes Jesus brings people into our lives to ask for our trust, especially if we've been struggling with doubt or fear about the future. These three men might ask you to step out in faith and trust in God's plan, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Maybe they will challenge you to take a leap of faith in your personal life, your career, or your spiritual journey. Trusting God means letting go of control and believing that He will provide what you need at the right time. Second, they may ask for your obedience. When God asks for something, it often comes as a call to obedience. These men might come with a word from the Lord, asking you to follow His lead in an area of your life where you've been hesitant or unsure. Perhaps there's something God has been telling you in your heart, like a decision, a change, or a step forward that you've been putting off. Tomorrow, these men may arrive to confirm that it's time to move. Obedience often requires sacrifice, but Jesus promises that those who follow His commands will be blessed beyond measure. Third, they may ask for your service. Jesus came not to be served, but to serve, and He calls us to do the same. The three men who are coming might ask you to serve in some way, to help someone in need, to step up in your community, or to offer your time, talents, or resources for a greater cause. Serving others is a powerful way to live out your faith, and it often brings unexpected blessings. By serving others, you are serving Jesus Himself, as it says in Matthew 25:40. These men might be the catalyst for you to take on a new role of leadership or compassion that you never expected. Now that you know these men are coming and that their visit is a divine appointment, you can prepare yourself spiritually and mentally for what they will ask of you. Here are some steps to help you get ready for tomorrow's encounter. Pray for discernment. Before anything else, pray and ask Jesus for the wisdom to recognize His hand in the situation. Pray for discernment so that when these three men arrive, you will know how to respond. Ask God to open your spiritual eyes so that you can see the deeper meaning behind their request. In James 1:5, it says that if we lack wisdom, we can ask God, and He will give it to us generously. Trust that Jesus will give you the clarity you need when the time comes.